Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Automachef Contracts Mode, Episode 6. So, when we last left our intrepid Ficklewood Foods, we had yet again the 3 contract choices. Now, I was reviewing our options here. We've got 2 from the Happy Gorger, and the Happy Gorger is a somewhat higher level business. Let me just show you here. So, as our reputation goes up, we unlock the ability to have contracts generated from higher and higher level companies here. The higher the level of the company, the harder the contract, but also the bigger the payout. So the Happy Gorgers is a little bit higher up there on the list. Now that being said, I was doing some looking here. So this one here, the Happy Gorgers, deliver 13 dishes during the Texas Burger Craze. I'm guessing that's what this thing is right here, the Texas Burger. Now, the Texas Burger is a bit of a beast. It's a bit of a beast. It also requires us to be in liquids tech, and that requires a lot of money to get into. It's not one of those things where you can just buy a basic machine and get basic functionality. No, you need quite a bit of machinery just to do it properly. So, being that both of these require that, but it makes sense, harder food, higher level things. I think let's polish off Dine and Dash here, because Dine and Dash is not going to be any bit of a slouch either, because we got not 1 but 2 combo meals to worry about, plus fries separately, and then a side salad, all on a single map. So yeah, this one is going to be no slouch. That way we can make a little extra money and comfortably get into liquids to tackle our next contracts afterwards. 70% efficiency target. We're up against both a wattage counter, an ingredients counter, and just a total dishes. Let us accept and begin. No rush hours or crazes to worry about, so just base operations, but this is a fairly complex bit of base operations that we have to work with here. Now, let us review... Oh, wait a minute. We might be out of the woods here. The big salad? That's not a side salad. This is the big salad, and it requires liquids. So, despite my best efforts, we're getting into liquids, folks. We have no choice. That being said, I do think we have actually enough money to make it happen. But yeah, look at this monster. People were wondering, is it all just burgers and fries? No, it's not. There are also salads. There are monstrous salads. They come bigger than the big salad, although this is a bigger one than the side salad. So yeah, let's pop ourselves back out here and get us some liquid tech, because there's no escaping the liquid tech at this point. Liquid. So unlike all the other things, the ability to grill, the ability to fry, the ability to do basic assembly, all of that's given to you for free at the beginning of the game. But liquids, you get nothing for free. So now liquids require 2 things at the bare minimum to be viable. And that is a storage tank and a pump. And that will allow you to deal in single ingredient liquids, which thankfully we are dealing with at the moment. Is there anything else that we may want to get? The repeater. So once we start getting into things that involve larger numbers of ingredients, being able to coordinate all those off of just order readers is going to be a little bit difficult. That's where the repeater comes into play. So let us pick up the repeater. We already have the storage container. We could upsize. We got the cash for it. It costs 1,000 more, it takes 100 more watts, but it holds 8 items instead of 5, so yeah, a nominal upgrade, but I'll take it. Oh, that's the other thing you need to get. If you want to do liquids, this is what lets you do liquids, but in order to actually use the liquids, we need to actually get this advanced assembler. This is required because the liquids need to go somewhere, and the basic assembler can't handle liquids and therefore cannot handle dishes that require liquids. The advanced assembler is required. So that's another reason. As you can see, it takes a fat stack of cash that you need to drop in order to do these properly. Now then, you know what? While I'm here, let's pick up the conveyor grill. I'm actually normally more of a fan of the traditional grill over the conveyor grill, but there may be cases where the conveyor grill is better, and this particular mission may be one of those. And since we have the cash, might as well. Everything else, we'll keep. We can always come back to buy more stuff later. Okay, so, all right. So we've got some synergies in the sense that the altimeter meter requires a cheeseburger and fries. The Heartstopper is the double bacon burger and fries. And then we have got fries by themselves, so obviously we're going to be in the fry market. But then the big salad comes along and it shares none of the ingredients with anything else. Nothing. It is completely unique ingredients. So that's going to be kind of a tricky one to do. In fact, let's do the big salad first. We're going to try and stick it in a corner, let it do its thing, let it be its own thing, not get in the way, and then that way we can keep the largest contiguous space for the rest of our operation. Alright, so let's see here. Well, let's start again. Building backwards is the way to go. We do need to do an advanced assembler because again, this thing requires liquids. So it works exactly like the regular assembler. The difference is that it cuts down on the amount of time it takes to produce the dish once it's gathered all the ingredients, and it obviously can use liquids. So we are going to tell it to make us the big salad. Normally the big salad takes 15 seconds to assemble, but because we're in the advanced assembler, its base time is only 7.5. A lot more reasonable. Finished dishes on the left, normal operation mode. We'll worry about the pipe connections later. I'll explain how the liquids work. Liquids are a little bit more flexible in where you place them, so they're generally the last thing I place when it comes to these things. We will get a dumb arm, we will tell it to hang a left, and that will dump it out onto our meals. Bada boom, bada bing. Good. Now, what do we need? We need chopped lettuce, chopped mushrooms, carrot slices, and croutons, which need to be made from a bread slice which has been toasted and then chopped. I don't think you can do it in the other direction. So this is probably the biggest pain in the butt. Otherwise, this is just like a side salad with mushrooms instead of tomatoes. So we need to ponder, how are we going to toast that bread? Now, as far as the other items that we're going to be cooking here, we need patties, we need bacon strips, and here just patty. So we've got 3 different things that need to be grilled, which is actually the most diversity that a single electric grill can really handle. So I am actually going to go with the electric grill here, rather than the conveyor grill here, just because we can make it work. It's going to be tricky to fit it all in, but we can make it work. All right, so we are going to do a smart arm. Have you hang a left in there, and you pick up. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Maybe not. Maybe we need to grill it back here because it's got to go through a chopper. We can't just feed it straight into the machine. Okay, all right, hang on. Let's build the rest of the salad and then we'll fit this in. And then we'll fit it around, the rest of it around here. So we need lettuce, mushrooms, and carrot slices, and the croutons chopped. So obviously, we're going to have a dumb arm. Actually, let's... Because it's faster to an angle here, let's have you... Yeah, we'll conveyor belt it up to here. And then just you whoop, 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 whoop. It puts the stuff in a lot faster compared to doing the whole 180 turn around, put it in, turn around, put it in. So it's a little time saving, but I think it's worth it. Okay, let's see here. The food processor, boom. All right, lettuce, mushrooms, and carrots. I'm gonna stick with our basic dispensers for the moment. All right, so that's easy enough. Yeah, and these salads can be made on demand. There's no need to get fancy with storages here, really. So you will be a carrot. You will be a lettuce, and you will be a mushroom. Alright, so now this beast is going to be, might as well just put it right here. Yes, straight, and then yes, you will search for and pick up toasted bread slices. So by the time it lands here, it'll be toasted, and then it'll go through there, that'll turn it into croutons, and now we have our salad. Once we feed the raw materials in through here. Now, as far as our liquids go, our liquids can really be placed anywhere. They can go in the little nooks and crannies because the pipes go up and around. You don't have to consider the logistics quite as carefully as you do with the belts. So the way liquids work is we start with a storage tank. Let's stick it here. We gotta say, what's in this storage tank? Well, we are putting in salad dressing, and let's start at 100% full, because why not? Doesn't cost us anything. The other thing we need is the pump. We will stick the pump here. Again, doesn't really matter where you stick them. So the amount of liquid to pump per pump action can go all the way up to 50 milliliters. Now, if you remember correctly from our recipe here, we need 100 milliliters of salad dressing. That's a lot of salad dressing. So we are going to, 1 second between pump actions. So we need to run the pump for 2 seconds per salad. So we will connect it up to there, and then we will connect it to the assembler. And that's how the liquid moves. The pump sucks the salad dressing out of the tank into the pump and then pumps it back out of the tank into the assembler. Now, there is no way to actually refill storage tanks in the middle of the level, but they let you start with enough stuff that you could feasibly complete a level from a single storage tank. Why you can start with less than full, that's something that gets into once you start mixing liquids. But that's a more advanced thing, which we will cover in a future episode. Right then, so we've got our liquids sorted. Let's get the raw materials here for the bread anyway. So we're gonna have a dumb arm feeding onto here with a conveyor belt, and we got 3 different things to dispense. Although I may want to do a fast one for the patties, because we got 2 things demanding patties here. But we will do bread slice, we will do bacon strips, and then the fast one will be patties. Okay, let's hook up again, because this big salad is literally self-contained. It does not. Actually, you know what? If we really want to bang the self-contained drum here, let's try to squeeze stuff in as much as we can. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Yeah, it requires one extra belt here, but what it does do is it keeps everything out of the way from this big contiguous space. That can be useful, especially in later levels where space becomes tight. All right, so let's hook up the things here, and this is where, my friends, where we're going to and why we bought that repeater. So we are going to, since these are all going to be on demand, we will get an order reader, of course, and we will tune you to the big salad. But we're also going to get a repeater, because notice, here's what we got to control with this. We only have 4 slots in the order reader, and we need to control the bread slices, the mushrooms, the lettuce, the carrots, as well as the salad dressing, plus policing some of this other stuff to try and save power. That's a lot of demands. That's more than a single order reader could do. Now, yes, you can make a second order reader and tune it to that, but that requires another constant expenditure of 500 watts of power, plus another 5,000 bucks. Instead, the repeater is only 1,000 bucks, only costs you 200 watts, and that's only when it's on. And it doesn't actually stay on for very long. Let me show you, or rather observe. So what we do here is we're going to sacrifice one of the order reader's connections to connect to the repeater. Now here we're just telling it, what do we want to do with the repeater? Well, we're just sending a signal to the repeater. We're in essence, we're going to turn it on. So whenever there's a new order, we want to turn it on, but not forever. We want to turn it on for exactly 5 seconds. I'll explain why. So when the repeater receives a signal from the order reader, the repeater then will send that signal out to whatever it's connected to. So what else would we want to turn on for 5 seconds besides the repeater? Oh, I don't know. How about the carrots? Because on a standard dispenser, it will dispense an ingredient once every 5 seconds. So if you turn on the dispenser for exactly 5 seconds, it will dispense exactly 1 carrot, which is what we want. Exactly 1 lettuce, exactly 1 mushroom, and exactly 1 slice of bread. So that's all the ingredients sorted, and we still have 3 more slots on our order reader to do more specific instructions. Like, we got to tell the pump, okay, the pump has got to turn on for 2 seconds, because remember, it pumps 50 milliliters per second, and we need 100 milliliters of salad dressing, so that will get exactly the amount of salad dressing needed in there. And the rest of this can be dedicated to power saving. We could say, assembler, on while order is pending. Mr. Choppy Chop, on while order is pending. And now we don't have to worry about this stuff sucking power when we're not having an order of salad out there. So that, I think, will take care of the salads. And now we have this whole huge open space to work with. Now, being that the Heartstopper meal and the Altimeter meal all require patties, I may want to stockpile patties. The bacon can go just make to order, because the only thing that requires bacon is the Heartstopper meal, and even then it's only 1 piece of bacon, so we don't need to stock up on bacon. But yeah, let's make a place for patties to gather. So we are going to need a storage unit. We might as well use the larger one. We can always downgrade if we want, although I don't see a reason why. Smart arm. And I do want it sticking straight out here because we want as wide of an access here. We don't want to smush it against everything. So here you will get cooked patties. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, now let's just get, let's wire as we go here. So we're going to get the counting machine. We will filter for cooked patties. We will monitor that storage unit. We will hook you up to that. dispenser when count is less than 2. Let's go with 2 and see what that does. I don't want to control the grill with that because both the bread and the bacon strips need to use that, and I don't want the grill to be off just because nobody's wanting patties. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna kick this off just to see what the throughput looks like. Yep, well, here comes some bacon to invade. Actually, here's what I'll do. Mr. Bacon, when count is exactly 10. I don't actually think anything can hold 10, but it's essentially just turn off the bacon so we can see what the throughput on the patties is like. And yeah, see, this is why I like the grill, is it can hold 4 items at once and cook them all simultaneously. I just want to see how many we get here before this stops. This actually might be really good timing. Yeah, look at this. This thing can hold a total of 8 cooked patties, and look at that. That looks like 7 or 8 cooked patties, just on its own thing. So we've got some good timing to our name. Excellent. All right, bacon strips, you're free once again. I'll program you, but now we know the patties are sorted. Now then, the other thing that we need to stockpile here is cheese. We need to stockpile cheese, slices of cheese. One for the cheeseburger, 2 for that. But we might as well stockpile, especially since these 2 are going to be near each other. So let's see here. Yeah, we might as well get another large stockpile of cheese. Now we're going to need to go 2 down and 2 up. Or unless we do something like that. That actually might work out a little better. Although, maybe we should do sort of like a cross-section like this. We may want to do that. I have a feeling we're going to be pressing some long arm inserters into service in this one, because we're going to get a little funky with the design here. But first, let's feed this one with cheese slices. So I think what might be the smart thing to do here, we could get a smart arm. Yeah, we'll get a smart arm, because we also need to worry about fries. But we'll take care of fries in a moment. We'll take care of fries in a moment. So we're gonna get a food processor here. Yeah, let's have it down here. Conveyor belt, and we're going to have 2 things here. We're going to have and actually these will be 2 high-speed dispensers too. You are going to be cheese, and you are going to be potatoes, because this is going to be where we're going to get our fries on. Alright, so yeah, you guys can just meander over here. We will slow you down to a 3 and get ourselves a single Actually, you know what would be a little bit smarter? We did something like this, that, almost smarter. almost smarter. But no, we're going to need the bandwidth over here. It's almost a good idea. Well, yeah, no. I mean, unless we do something like... This is just getting a little bit more convoluted than it might need to be. We could do something like that, because what I want, my goal here is to get a right arm or arm here. All right, let's try that out. We'll see. We can retool if this doesn't work well for us. So you are going to hang a left, and you're going to go fishing for cheese slices. And then we're going to say, yeah, you're the one that goes at a 3. Excellent. All right, so we are feeding cheese here. Let's, actually, again, wire as we go. So let's get that counting machine. We could stick it here. Nothing's actually reaching past here. So we are going to monitor for cheese slices. We will monitor you. We will, yeah, that's the cheesy part. When the count is less than 2, we'll see how this works out speed-wise. Yeah, now it is going to be fighting with the potatoes. Alright, that's, yeah, 5, and then 6. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad at all, especially since it has to compete with the potatoes. I fear that if I set it to a 3, it'll spam it out way too much, and then we'll have cheese that'll go into the fry mix, and that won't be good for anybody. All right, so once you've been rescued here, actually, we can. Well, let's give it a buffer. Let's give it a buffer. We'll give it a 1 conveyor belt buffer. But we will assume... Well, actually, no. We might not need that buffer. It might actually be better if we do the convection fryer here, because we're going to need to start grabbing stuff pretty soon. All right, so that's going to fry that. So here we have the fried potato wedges. And here we don't necessarily need to dump them into a case. We can just, well, we may actually want to, but let's get the burgers set up first. So up here is obviously going to have to be the cheeseburgers, because this is where we have access to an outlet for the bacon. So, yeah, we put the assembler here. I'm sorry, not the cheeseburgers, the double bacon burger. The one that requires the bacon. All right, so here, again, we're going to be making some prodigious use of long arms here. So we need to pluck the bacon out of here and get it into here. How do we do that? Why, with a long arm thing. We're going to have you take a left, but we're going to say when picking up, use long range. And oh, by the way, long arms are also smart arms. So we can say, wait till those bacon things are crispy. They're only literally, they're just 100 watts more than the smart arm to get the extra goodies there. So it's worth it if the logistics work out, which they happen too. All right, here we can just get a dumb arm and just program it on a counter to grab the patties. And then from down here we can get another long arm. Or can we? No. We cannot. Do we put it up here, like this? Well, obviously then this wouldn't be able to feed into it properly. We could also consider separating them like this. But yeah, they could only reach 2, so we can't reach all the way down to the storage unit. and it only goes in L shape, so even if we put it here and say deposit to, it won't go diagonally up here. But this works out too well for these other two. Because if we smush it up, what the alternative here is we smush it. This becomes just a regular smart arm. This one we could feed the patty, yeah, because then we don't have enough bandwidth to feed everything. So it has to be like that. Let me experiment something. This is uncharted territory at this point. I'm gonna try this. When picking up long range, pick up cooked patties. I want to try something. I want to see if this can reach across the other storage unit to grab something. If it can, we're in business. It cannot, because it's not even trying. Okay. Good to know. So we do need to open this up a little bit here. We'd need to make it like this. Which means we can space this out by a conveyor belt. And this beast can turn into a long arm to deposit the cheese. When putting down 2 tiles away. And then you don't need to be a long arm. You can just be another dumb arm here that gets controlled with a counter. So patties go here, cheese goes here, bacon comes up from here. That's our double buns. Duh. We need buns. Luckily we have just... No, we don't. We just barely don't have enough room. Stupid burgers. Because the problem is, if we put a dumb arm here and we put this here, this long arm can now no longer reach. The alternative... The alternative. What is the alternative? The alternative is going up a notch here and turning these into long arms. Because... Yeah, because then what we would do here is we would pick up, put down. We'd get a smart arm, dump it here, conveyor belt up here. No, that's not going to work either. Damn it! Delays. Okay, what if... All right, let's approach this from let's think of it this way. I still think our salvation is in long robotic arms. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get 2 different things. When we know we need an arm to pluck this off. And if we go here... Oh, you know what? What if we do 2 different things in the same container? Idea! Light bulb! Yes! We will do cheese and patties in the same storage unit. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Because when we do that, then we can long arm the bacon. Anti-light bulb, not bacon strips. Anti-light bulb, crispy bacon strips. And we will pick up from long range. Because then we have all the room in the world to do buns here. In fact, we could double up on the bun doer thing. Maybe. Anyway, we get rid of the long boy there. We can go for a smart. Smart will sniff out cheese slices, and both of you will get dumped there. Now, yeah, because these things are always going to be taken out in the same proportion. If somebody orders a Heartstopper meal, aka a double bacon burger, 2 cheese, 2 patty. Someone orders just the singleton, 1 and 1. So the ratio will always be the same. So we just need to alter the timings so that this box fills up at the same rate. So this single counting machine will be tied to both. You're the patty counting machine. You're the cheese slice counting. We don't need 2 different counting machines. So we're going to say ingredient filter anything, because there's only going to be 2 different things, but we want it to be able to see the 2 different things. Or, you know, we could enforce. Now, let's just try to hook it to both of these and practice with the timings. We're just going to hook up to the bacon to make it behave. Or actually, yeah, better yet, let's just temporarily move the bacon, temporarily move the potatoes so they don't pollute. Well, the potatoes are going to be spewing out, so I need that to be part of the thing here. Because I don't want it to fill with cheese entirely. No. Chill, Steve. Chill. Just chill. We're doing a science here. Hans farmed it. The science is, how do we get a 50-50 ratio in this bucket? And how do we tune it to be a 50-50 ratio? Wow, that's not bad at all, actually. If we were to tune you to when count is less than 1, that would stop the flow of ingredients sooner, so we wouldn't have an overflow. Let's try that. As long as we have that 50-50 ratio here, we're golden. Yeah, because the fact that it takes a little time here to cook is counterbalanced by that fact. Look at that! Is that a 50-50 ratio that I spy? I think it is. I think we've got something golden. It may be a little unstable, but I'm willing to take this ball and run with it, Cons farmed it. Alright, let us restore the bacon. Let us restore Steve. And then let us ponder our burger buns here. We just need a dumb arm. Heck, we could take this one from the top. But we also might be able to do double duty here. So let's consider our other one. So our cheeseburgers, our regular cheeseburgers. So you guys need to get fed just the cheese and the patties, which come from here, and then the buns. We could very easily have a single bun dispenser working for both of these. So let's see here. Where could we put this thing that would allow double barrel bun dispensing? Actually, if we do use something like from there and then down here, We'll do a conveyor belt, like just to here or something like that. And then a dumb arm down here. And you can hang a right. And that gets the buns in here. And then we just get a single dispenser over here. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work at all. That doesn't work at all. Oh, cons find it. Now, I just thought of something problematic. If we do a dumb arm here... Damn it, I painted myself into a corner again because it doesn't know which units to remove. And if we only tell it to remove like just the cheese or just the patties, then it can't. So we actually do need to use two storages. Cons farmed it. Alright, you know what? I'm going to ponder this mightily. And in our next episode, we will continue. This is our first multi-episode build here because we're trying to get fancy with it. But I will make this work, darn it. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, Simon out. See ya!